one of the most interesting challenges you have as a leader and as a manager in a team, whether it be a small business or a big business, is to motivate your staff to success, to get them involved in the business so that they give excellent customer service and deliver terrific results for your business. Now, there are a number of research programs that have been run around the world on what motivates people. So what I'm going to say might surprise you, but it's something that's well worth researching and studying, because I think it's got a lot of merit. It's a model that talks about what motivates people. And let me just give you the headlines really of what motivates people. And certainly the first thing that you need to do when you want people to work with you and for you and do very well is to pay them money. So let's face it, money, a salary, is the motivating factor there. The interesting thing about money is that it will certainly get them through the door, and it will get them out of bed in the morning, it will get them into your office, and it will get them into your shop, and it will get them into your team, because if they don't come, they don't get paid. But it doesn't necessarily deliver excellence, and it doesn't necessarily deliver improvement. If you pay very poorly, then people will get very, very upset and they will leave your organisation. But if you pay well and they come to work on time, that still doesn't mean that you're going to get excellent performance and high productivity from them. So let's just hold this thought for a moment. The second thing in the Western economies is that motivates people are things like pension plans and terms and conditions, we call them, the canteen, the working conditions at the office. That is very important as well. But even if you give people a very nice office and a laptop and some very good pension plans, then it won't necessarily, like the money, it won't necessarily drive excellence, which is really what we're after here, and productivity improvement and commercial success for your business and your team. So what really will drive the motivation towards excellence? Well, it's things like the job itself. Is it an interesting job, or is it a boring, repetitive job? Because if it's boring and repetitive and using old systems and not adopting technology and using paper-based measurement systems, then people will get very disillusioned with that. But if you make the job more interesting, if you give them a say in how the job is developing, if you give them if you include them in discussions about how the job can be improved, they feel very involved in that. They feel very motivated by that, and that is one source of motivation towards excellence. It will drive them to excellence because they feel involved in the job. Another thing is professional development and training. Very important for the younger generation now in business around the world to have the opportunity to grow and develop, so that they improve their technology skills, they improve their financial analysis skills, they improve their selling skills, they improve their leadership skills and their management skills. And if you can do that, then people also get a sense that they're on a path, a career path, and that will be very motivating for people. There are some organisations in the world that have asked some very simple questions as well. Have people got good friends at the office? That's very motivating. Does the boss talk to the people with respect and encouragement? That's very motivating as well towards excellence. So you can see what I'm getting at here, that money will certainly get them to come to your building and come to your office and be there. But it won't necessarily drive them to high performance. Good pay, a fair pay, good conditions, a safe environment will bring them to work as well. But it's these other factors that really will motivate people: the encouragement of the boss, the quality of the work that they're doing, the professional development and training that they get. I was with a group of people, engineers actually, about a month ago in Australia, and one of the young women, she's a project manager in the construction of about 100 wind farms in Australia, the wind turbines in a wind farm, a sustainable energy project. And she's in her late 20s, and someone in the audience asked her, I was running the session and leading the session, someone asked her why she had stayed with her employer for 10 years, which is unusual for a young engineer to stay at the same organisation for 10 years. And she said 3 things really motivated her to stay there. One is that she was given opportunities. She'd worked in Australia, in Brisbane in Australia, in Perth in Australia, and she worked in the UK, in London, and now she's back in Western Australia. So she was given opportunities. She was also given training and development, and that was very important to her, and that was very motivating for her to such an extent that she's staying with the organisation. But the third thing she said was very interesting. She said in the 10 years she'd been in that business, the engineering business, she had wonderful, what she called mentors and coaches. The bosses had really taken an interest in her personally and professionally, and they had provided her with encouragement and interesting work and a job that really could see her grow and develop. So that links back to this constructive culture that I was talking about in one of the other sessions. So that's something that I'll leave you with, I think, is how do you motivate people? Remember, money very important, conditions very important, but these other things are even more important if you're in the pursuit of excellence.